Hi friends, it's Megan. Welcome back to my channel, and today is the start of a new weekly vlog. It is now Tuesday, September 24th, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say what I've completed as always and then my goals for the week. So I have actually completed Isle of the Lost. In my last week's wrap up, I said that I was going to complete that Sunday night, and I did. So I just wanted to wrap up that I did complete it, and it is 5 stars. So I'm probably going to watch Descendants tonight. And then I'm on chapter 48 of The Infinite Sea. So I'm on page 191 of The Infinite Sea. So I have about that much left, 3 hours in the audiobook, but I read it at double speed, so about an hour and a half left. So I'll probably finish this either tonight or tomorrow. So that'll be done this week, and yeah, I'm enjoying it quite a bit. It's the sequel to The Fifth Wave, and if you don't know what The Fifth Wave is, it tells the story of when the Earth is under alien invasion in 5 waves, and I don't want to say what the waves are to spoil the book, but it is really good. I gave that book 5 stars. I'd say this one's about 4 stars right now. I'm not enjoying it as much, but it is still very interesting and captivating. And then this week, I of course want to finish The Infinite Sea, but I also want to finish my audiobook for Crown of Feathers by Nicki Preto. And if you don't know, I'm a first writer, so I am on her campaign team. And everyone needs to go read this. It tells the story of Veronica, who all she wants to do is be a Phoenix writer, but all the Phoenix population was depleted, and now all that's left is this team of boy writers, or this school of boy writers, and so she disguises herself as a boy so that she can join and learn how to ride a Phoenix, and it's amazing, and I really can't say enough about it, so everyone should go read this, but I will be reading the audiobook format of it this week. And then the last goal is to actually start and finish Darkness Becomes Her by Keaton. And yeah, I said I was going to read this last week several times, but I never got around to it, so that is the goal this week. I think I will actually pick it up tonight because I'm in a super reading mood, so I think I'm going to try to read at least 50 pages of this tonight. And I have some mail from Book Depository that I'm super excited for, so we're going to open this. Crooked Kingdom Collector's Edition to match my 6 of Crows. It's beautiful. It's got gold embossing on the cover. When you can't beat the game, change the game is the quote on the back. And then it is this yellow golden map for the end page. And oh my gosh, it's signed, and I'm in love. Black sprayed edges. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then in the back, I haven't seen it. Oh, new artwork. So we've got Kaz, Inej, Nina, and Matthias. Oh, that's a really good Matthias. And then Jesper and Wylan. Ah! And then Kue. Obsessed. Yes, yes, yes. So this will be displayed on my shelf immediately. So yeah, just stay tuned for when I check in again, and you'll probably see it like right there because I'm in love. But that is all for today's update, so I'm gonna go ahead, get started reading Darkness Becomes Her, maybe finish some of my Infinite Sea audiobook, edit my Outcrate, hopefully get that posted tonight or tomorrow, and watch the Descendants movie. So I've got a good checklist for tonight, and I will check in with you guys as soon as possible, hopefully tomorrow, but I will do my best. Hi friends, it is now Wednesday, and I just wanted to update you. I have finished The Infinite Sea by Yancey. I think I'm going to give it 4 stars. I enjoyed it. It was still a great read, but it's not as good as the first book. The first book had a lot more world building and stuff, and this one was more like action and puzzle solving. I don't even know how to describe it, but I definitely liked the first book better. But this was still an enjoyable read, as I said, so I gave it 4 stars. Next, I picked up Darkness Becomes Her last night I'm so proud I actually did it. I'm on chapter 5 now, which is page 62, and that's about that far into the book. So if I just kind of read about that many pages each night, I think I'll be able to finish it by the end of the week. So it basically tells the story of Arya, and she is not normal, and she's trying to figure out why she's not normal. So she goes to New 2, which is New Orleans, after the hurricanes and disasters happened, and these people have kind of powwowed in New Orleans and made their own like nation, and so she goes there to get answers, and that's really as far as I've gotten so far. And lastly, since I did finish The Infinite Sea, I have picked up my Crown of Feathers audiobook, and I'm enjoying it so much so far. There was a part in the very beginning that I completely forgot happened, and that's making me super excited to read this again. So I'm about 20 minutes into this audiobook. Not very much, but it's a start. So goals for tonight are to read about 60 more pages of this and then watch Survivor with my parents, because that is what we do on Wednesday nights now that Survivor is starting back up tonight. And yeah, that's the goal for tonight. I probably won't check in tomorrow, but I do plan to do a 24-hour readathon on Friday, so stay tuned for that. Hi friends, it is now Friday and I have the day off, so I think I'm going to attempt a 24-hour readathon. We shall see how this goes, because I do need to do some errands today, but yeah, I'll just take you through what I want to try to finish, and we'll go from there. So the main books I would like to finish today are the ones I've been working on this week, and that is Darkness Becomes Her by Kelly Keaton and my Crown of Feathers audiobook by Nicki Preto. I'm on like page 61 of this, I believe, so this will be a physical read that I need to work on. We'll see. And then this is an audiobook, so I can just listen to it while I'm doing house chores or driving or anything like that. So I'm going to work on that as well today. If I finish those, I would really like to pick up Becoming Navi and Hello Navi. They're two shorter stories that I think I could fly through, and they tell the story of Sandy Storm. She's the author. She was human trafficked as a child, and it's like her life story told in a fantasy novel form, so I'm super excited to read these and get more into these and figure out more about her story. And then if by some wild chance I happen to finish those 4, I would also like to pick up The Near Witch by V.E. Schwab, because I started it about a month ago and never picked it up again. So it was a good story. I want to continue to read it. It's her original book that she started with, and I would really love to continue reading this. And then lastly, I am going to the library as one of my errands today, and I have 3 books to pick up. I have 2 mangas and tell your own story novel, or like write your own story, where you get to choose, kind of like Goosebumps, but it's like about failure and learning to get over failure, and it's like a self-help book, but it's like a choose your own story kind of book, so I'm super excited about that one. But today I need to go get some stuff for Sunday, because on Sunday we are holding a surprise birthday party for my mom. I'm super excited. We've never thrown her a birthday party, but it's a big birthday, so we are going to throw her a surprise party. I'm super excited. So I need to go order the cake and get some snacks and decorations and stuff. And then my glasses, my prescription didn't change, but I was eligible to get new glasses, so those glasses came in and I need to go get fit for them. I need to go to the chiropractor, and I need to go to the library. So I'm going to read my audiobook while I'm driving and everything, so hopefully we're going to complete some stuff today. Let's hope. But I will check in with you guys in a few hours. Hi friends, I went into town and did all my errands, and they took way longer than I expected them to. I thought I would be home by like noon, and it is 4:30. So we are actually going to consider this the start of the readathon. So I have until 4:30 tomorrow. I'm gonna go shower, take a hot bath while reading. I picked up my library books. So I got the one I was telling you about. It's a choose your own story book. It's called Choose Your Own Disaster. So it's a memoir, a personality quiz, a mostly true and completely honest look at one young woman's attempt to find herself and all of the above. This is by Dana Schwartz, and I actually saw this in a magazine about books. Someone recommended it, and I thought it sounded really cool. So I'm super excited to see how this goes. I also picked up Dragon Ball volumes 7 through 9. I finished 7 already, so I just need to read 8 and 9. And then I picked up Ouran High School Host Club volume 5, 6, and 7. And then I also picked up Orange, the manga, because I've heard so much about this on Booktube, so I'm super excited to get into this story. It should be 4:30 now because I started filming around like 4:28 and I'm at 1:43. So I am gonna start this timer at 4:30 and at 4:30 tomorrow, and I'll keep track with you guys throughout this process. Hi friends, it is now late Saturday, and it's about 3, almost 4. It's almost 4 o'clock, so it's been almost 24 hours, and I was able to finish 4 books and go halfway through another book. So I finished Becoming Navi. This is by Sandy Storm, and it is a novella about human trafficking. Sandy Storm, when she was younger, was human trafficked. So this is a kind of fictional look into that kind of world. So it was pretty good. I gave it 3 stars. I don't know if I just didn't enjoy it because it made me uncomfortable, which is like the entire point of the book, or if I just didn't enjoy like certain aspects. It's definitely not for everyone, but I do think it is an important message to learn from. And then along with Becoming Navi, I picked up Hello Navi, which is the sequel. Actually, this one was published first, and then this one was made as a prequel, but she told me in person to read this one and then this one rather than the prequel. So I'm about halfway through this one, and I'm enjoying it a lot more than this one. Then I finished my audiobook for Crown of Feathers, 5 out of 5 stars. This is probably top 5 in my books of 2019 so far. I also finished Darkness Becomes Her by Kelly Keaton, and I don't know why this isn't talked about more. I had never heard of it, but it is so good. I gave it 5 stars. It is basically a cross between like Percy Jackson and paranormal stuff. So there's like vampires, there's gods and goddesses. It is called the Gods vs. Monsters series, which I did not know before starting this, and I'm so happy it has a sequel because I just want to continue this. So thank you so much, Christina, for sending me this for our book collab, or else I would have never heard of it, and it is amazing. And then lastly, I picked up volume 8 of Dragon Ball, and I gave it 5 stars. It was my favorite volume yet. So that was the total 24-hour readathon. I'm going to continue to read tonight because I do have a giant stack of books I would like to try to finish before the end of September, which is not going to happen because that is Monday, but I do want to get through as many as I can of these, and there's like 11 books here. There's no way I'm going to get through them, but we're definitely going to try. I think I could get through at least like 6 of them because a lot of them are manga, and there's an audiobook in there, and then there's like a shorter book in there, so I do think I'll be able to finish like a good majority of them, but ooh, it is gonna be a wild ride, folks. But I'm looking a little different than I normally do. I did like a smoky eye that really sucks because I'm terrible at makeup, but I wanted like a spookier vibe because I'm going to do my Megan's Not So Scary October TBR, and then I'm also going to unbox my October boxes, book subscription boxes from Fairy Loot and Lit Joy Crate, so I wanted to have a spooky vibe, and this is what I came up with, so it's, yeah. But yeah, I will check in with you guys. I don't know if I'll be able to check in tomorrow just because of the party, but we'll try. So I will see you guys whenever I see you again. Hi friends, it is now Tuesday. I was going to update yesterday, but as you can hear, I'm pretty sick. So I'm just going to update you on my weekly wrap-up.
This week I was able to finish quite a few books. This week I finished The Infinite Sea by Yancey. This is the sequel to The Fifth Wave, and it is, again, the sequel. The Fifth Wave tells the story of a girl named Cassie who believes that she is the last human on Earth after the aliens invaded, and they invaded in waves. So there's 5 waves. I'm not going to say what they are because it kind of tells it throughout the book. And then this is the sequel to that. And I gave it 4 stars. I didn't like it as much as the first book, but it was still pretty good. I also finished Darkness Becomes Her by Keaton. This was recommended to me by my friend Christina. I will tag her account down below, and it is so good. It tells the story of Ari, who wants to find out more about her history. She was an orphan and got adopted. So she just wants to find out more about her birth parents. So she goes to this place called New 2, which is New Orleans after hurricanes hit it and it got destroyed. And these people just kind of bought New Orleans off of the United States. And each of them have special abilities, and it's all about Ari learning what her abilities are and what makes her unique. And it implements gods and goddesses, it implements monsters, it implements paranormal. It's really, really good, and it feels like Percy Jackson mixed with Bleeding Violet, and I just really, really enjoyed it, and I gave it 5 stars. Then I read Crown of Feathers on audiobook. I read this before a couple of months ago as a physical read, and I gave it 5 stars, and the audiobook was just as good, also 5 stars. I love this book so much, and it's definitely worth the reread, and I'm going to probably reread it again. I'd love to annotate it because I have the original book, and then I have the Outcrate edition, so I'd love to annotate one of them, and I'm so excited for Heart of Flames to come out. So I'm going to do a book review or book talk on this book, but everyone go check it out. It's Crown of Feathers by Nicki Preto. And then on my 24-hour day, I got quite a bit done. I got Becoming Navi and Hello Navi. Hello Navi was actually published first, but Sandy asked me to read Becoming Navi first because it is the prequel to Hello Navi. I enjoyed Hello more than Becoming, but they were both pretty good. I gave them 3 stars. There's some things about it that weren't my favorite. I do think it's an important topic, but I don't know if this book is right for everyone to read. I'm personally religious, so it didn't bother me that much, but there were parts of this book that were questionable about the religion aspects of it, and they kind of made me uncomfortable, but I don't know if maybe that was the angle she was going for. So if that's it, then kudos, you accomplished the goal. It made me uncomfortable, but it is a novella about human trafficking, so overall it's just going to be an uncomfortable topic, but I do think it's something that everyone at least needs to be aware of, and yeah. Then I read volumes 5, 6, and 7 of Ouran High School Host Club, and I'm giving these 4 stars as opposed to the 3 stars I normally give them. The storyline's actually starting to pick up, and there's actually starting to be a storyline, which is nice because before it just felt like a bunch of short stories. Now it feels like the short stories are actually coming together into a whole plot line, which is nice. You're getting more backstory on the characters, which is nice, and I'm enjoying it a lot more, so this makes me excited to actually continue the series now. Then I read volumes 8 and 9 of Dragon Ball, and I loved them. They are my favorite volumes so far, especially volume 8. It was so funny. It's just so ridiculous, the things that happen in this book. It doesn't make any sense. It's so dumb, but it's so funny and amazing because it's so dumb. So I really enjoyed 8 and 9 volumes. And then the last book I read this week / in September was, oh my gosh, book 1 of Orange, and I never thought a manga would make me cry, but this is my favorite manga ever out of all the 4 I've read. But this is such a good story, and I love the characters. It's so easy to read and keep up with, and I just really, really enjoyed this, and I need to go buy it and own it immediately. This is a library copy, and I'm ecstatic to go buy this and own it because it is a masterpiece and I love it so much. And I'm glad I didn't start with this because everything would have been a letdown after reading this, so I'm glad I didn't start with this as manga, but I'm really glad that it was one of the first ones I read because it was so good. Oh my goodness, I love it. So that is all for today / this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you read down below, and I will check in with you guys in my next weekly vlog. Bye.